previous tape, we highlighted Paul Walker's fabulous B-17. And the equivalent thing in RC jets was the Vulcan. This is just a spectacular model. I've never seen anything like it. It has 4 OS-90s, and I want to capture one of the flights from the 8th annual jet rally. Anyway, a spectacular airplane. This is just one spectacular thing after another. Check this model out. This is something special.
Vulcan bomber, British bomber. It's constructed all standard balsa and plywood type construction with fiberglass finishing on it. It's powered by 4 OS-91s turning Dynamax fans. Weighs in at around 90 whopping pounds, so it's pretty heavy, but it's got a light wing loading, comes in around 37 ounces per square foot. And that's about all I can think of.
very special thanks to SKS Video Productions. And I would highly recommend, if you enjoy the jet rallies My friend Mark Cunningham has been loaning me these, and they are fabulous. I really think they're super. They're special. Give these people a call, get their catalog, check out their website. They have some pretty spectacular stuff on video footage. Well, not only are these videos a lot of fun to watch, and I really have enjoyed these, every minute of these. These are great videos, and there's one final thing I wanted to put on, well, I'll put it on the back of this tape right after this little, whatever you want to call it, advertisement. But see, these people know how to capture funny things on video too. And I'm going to put in about 2 minutes of something that I think makes these videos special, because they are fun to watch. And that is, well, it's the whole reason we do what we do. Check this out. This is really funny.
This aircraft here was Dean's actual second flight. He had a little bit of problem on the first flight. Watch.
At first glance with Dean's landing here, it seems all's going well. But Dean gets a little bit further down than he liked, then bounces a little bit too hard. Boom! And loses an engine nacelle. Now the fun's not over. Keep an eye on the engine nacelle. Somebody has to volunteer to go out and get this thing. And poor Paul Moneyhoff was the one who got elected. Failing to figure out how to turn this thing off, Paul does his best football imitation and stuffs it in the end zone. Touchdown for Paul. Dean's second A-10 is this gray one here. It has the cannon and some of the armament that the camouflage one has. It even has a little step ladder on the side there. And it has the fiberglass fuselage and foam core wings. But this one has something different to it. Surprise, surprise, this one here has a pair of Ram 750 turbines in it. Now the camouflage one flew pretty good. You can imagine how well this one's going to fly with a pair of turbines pushing it. Inside the aircraft, everything is set in double, including the gauges. Now, since this is his first turbine experience, Ray Gonzalez of Ram is going to give him a hand.
They watched for an accident on the 101 near Sherman Way, and we're just getting word that the 405 southbound has been shut down completely. Really concerned police activity is kind of cleared for a 2-mile stretch from the 118 all the way up to Victory. As soon as we get more information, we'll let you know. But in the meantime, we'll get you through with another 40 minutes of your favorite hits on
End of the second round. Tommy Rooper flying. Appearance points will be in, what'd you say, 5 o'clock? 5. Okay.
Oh, they're doing appearance points?
5 o'clock, yeah. This is the end of the second round. Classic Expert. Two flights and then they're going to be able to one flight. Last two, yeah. Yeah, Tommy was judging all day, I think. Victory! That was pretty good period. Cooper, second official. We've got about an hour and a half yet of fun fly, and we're going to have to polish up the planes, bring them over to appearance judging. The appearance judging is generally done right in front of John's house, so it's a lot of fun. Good time to take a little break and socialize. It looks like the weather has been our friend today. And hopefully I haven't spoken too soon. Our beautiful Raven was the concourse winner and winner of the Marski Trophy at our Palisade Park contest last year. Very, very nicely detailed model. There he tells his Cyclone Rojet 61. Jerry Phelps prop. Larry Drawn, second official. Larry was judging, so he gets to fly last. This is the last flight. See if we can dial this in. Larry Drawn, trying to get some of the flights by tripod so you can see the geometry without the focusing in and out. Some people prefer this, some people like to see the plane in close-up. We try to do some of these. This is the last flight. This is it. And then it's, what time is it, Rich? 4? Okay, there's going to be at 5 o'clock is appearance. So you got an hour and 10 minutes. You got room for 8 flights. 5 o'clock. Good thing you're not going to lunch.
You feel like final shine on it?
We got the final shine them up, baby. We got the mop and blow. I was just put my wheel pants on. Sure. I gotta get back to the car. Get my wheel pants. Tell him Harvey's doing it. I can take them off. Moon throw. drawn second official. Coming up on the overhead. We are going to start about an hour and a half of fun flying. As soon as Larry's flight is over, I see the battery lights on. We may get the end of this flight. Well, Rich, take your flight first and then clean it. Why clean it before you fly? Larry drawn, second official. Good car Rome, taking a practice flight with his Raven. Taking 2 wing-overs with his Raven. Taking 3 wing-overs with his Raven. You're up next, Dave?
You want to fly?
Yeah. Well, let's just see if we get some of this worked out. It's outside quarter.
For now, it's just going to be my hand. I just gotta bring it over instead of
It's outside.
I gotta bring it and force it over and let it fly instead of
You were trying to sneak into the wing over and then leave you right on the outside square. Just went, yeah, make a decision. We'll watch it. All right. Well, did you get any trophies today, or? I might have won Daryl, 15. Oh, okay. The contest director, John Wiener, he said, there's one person that might fly. I said, who would that be? He said, that would be me. I said, oh, God. Hide his plane. He's probably, he says, I was playing up in the woods. He says, I usually don't fly 15 carrier. I said, well, then you shouldn't. What?
Brodak about these benches.
So we get a refund on the benches. announcement, we're going to be recording one of our fuel out overhead 8s here. Holy. Gary Fultz will be up next.
You have a full tank, right? Huh? Filled it up? Let's see what your run time is.
Now we'll try to get one of his flights from the tripod so we can get a look at some of the geometry. Gary Fultz on his. Probably all get one flight before we head out to appearance schedule. I think it's going to be Kent Tyser. We're not sure. Gary's had a lean run. We're trying to get Kent from a tripod. And one of the things we can look at then is if he wants to see his own flight back at the motel room, we can just play it back to him. Jacobone Stuka. Got the wheel pants on, he's got the car wax out. They're all polished up for appearance judging.
And we're definitely going to fix his other Stuka, the one he crashed. And on the next year's subscriber videos, we're going to be doing him the bent wing Stuka. We got the plans drawn for that, so if you're a subscriber, don't go anywhere. You'll be getting all these tapes automatically. If you don't subscribe, try to steal them from somebody. All right, David Amidley, the Midgemeister, the Smidgemeister. All right, he's going to be working on his down inputs. We looked at the last video that we shot of him, and we know he has to work on his down inputs. Now, because it's Dave, I'll do a real critique here of what he's doing wrong. You can play it back at the motel and let him laugh. Okay, jump to takeoff, which is a very common thing for Dave. By not inputting a tiny bit of down in the handle, the plane just rockets off the ground, like the Melrose missile. Now, when he goes for the wing over, what he's going to do is go into the outside turn-off very soft, non-committal, like a guy that has a girlfriend and doesn't want to marry her. He's going to have excuse after excuse not to whack that down line. All right, here we go. So I'm judging him here, and I'm looking. Level flight's good, but, you know, Ike and Tina Turner can do level flight. Who cares? He has a much better wing over pull out with some commitment.
Which one do I push and stop the damn
Dave seems to have a tendency to do, the insides are not the issue, it's all the outside things, like he needs, we were thinking possibly a handle adjustment, and these round loops are fine, the motor runs fine. I've flown the plane over and over and it flies fine, it's not a plane issue. But when you get to outsides, you're going to see he's going to be tentative and hesitant, and he's working on it now though, so that's what's good about it. This time of day we can work on some of these issues, and you're still a whole day away from the contest, and really you can still make changes at this point in time. Okay, now the outside rounds should be no problem at all. Motor run is right on the money. Don't have to fool with any kind of tank shimmer or props or anything. Inside square should be relatively safe. That's okay. A little jumpy on the bottom, a little ferreting. Oh, second one's a little better. But now it gets difficult. Now it's going to get tentative. That didn't impress me much either. Better. Much better. Oh, not good. That from level flight to full down is still hesitant. He's hesitating there. But he's working on it. And that's what's good about having these little sessions once the competition's over. If Scott Richland would get out his plane, we'd be glad to coach him, but he just figures he's so good of a flyer, and that Silver Lancer is such a well-trimmed, finely honed machine. He doesn't have to come out and practice with the bogus stunt flyers of the world. Team bogus here. Now that's nice. Rounds are nice. Very nice, in fact. There's nice. Nice. Okay, but now if there's going to be errors on this, there's more than likely going to be errors in the outside parts of it. Okay, we know that that's going to be fine. A little low. See, that corner up there is hesitating. Right here is where he's hesitating. Right now. That's going off in this direction. Instead of going straight down, it's going, which could be, in a way, a tension issue. He may not have the tension he wants up there. All right, let's see. Verticals are usually pretty good. Nothing really radically awful about that. I should have gone a little bit more, just a tad more before the pull-out. Hourglass top is usually smaller than the bottom. Let's do a geometry. Ding, ding. Smaller than the bottom. It should be This dimension should be pretty much the same. This was this, this was this. Okay, but that's what we're coaching for, so and my mind is so sharp and so good that when a flight is over, I can remember every one of these things. But don't ask me where the car keys are or how much money I have in my wallet. That's that. Yeah, okay. All right, so we got plenty to talk about while the next guy's flying. I think Tyser's up now. You're going to get that silver Lancer out. You wimp, get the Lancer out. And bring it over here so I can see what kind of condition it's in. After Casal put his finger through it or whatever way he put his nose through it. Oh, man. 25. Well, we should have the world's oldest plane. The sweeper's here. Jack Sheeks is here. Go get it. Come on, Richland. Be a man. Take your turn under the sweeper. All right, Dave, we can talk after the flight. In our coaching session is going to be Kent Tyson, and we've humiliated Scott Richland into go getting his 25-year-old Silver Lancer, which, believe me, is one of my favorite planes. I think it's a beauty. 25 years old, pretty much the same as a sweeper. Kent Tyson with his uncle, Larry Drawn, giving him a launch. Rosette 65. Carbon fiber tank, windy pipe. I think he has a Jerry Phelps prop, but it could be the free blade. Let's see what he's got on there with a prop shop. Strega. That now has 3 Stregas. Working on a 4th one, I believe. Jumps to take off. You like the way the sun shines off those lines? I would assume that's what they are. Well, that's what he does for a living, is wrap lines, you know. You see what's written on the bottom of the plane, or you can't read it from here? KTV lines. What's that? Yep.
Outside loop flies up.
You're still having that outside thing that's better. That was a much better flight than the first one.
Well, it was where I put it. I changed where I put them and it helped.
The outside, I saw, it's that corner when you go from level flight and you pull full down that you're getting like an 80-degree angle, and then it makes the pull out at the ground really hard. It'd actually be better if you see, that's fine. There's a 90 right there. You're giving it it's going off to that side.
The outside square.
Both. I don't know if it's a tension issue or what, but
it may just be me.
That corner up there is so soft that you never get a 90 degree.
All right.
And the top of the hourglass is way too small. You're making the top of the hourglass. Okay. 50. Those are the 2 biggies.
Okay.
On the outside square, hit it harder.
Hit it harder on the entry. When you're you're at 45 and you want to hit it. I think that'll help, David. Just be conscious of that. Yeah, I think, because I flew the plane and it didn't do it for me. I think
It's me.
You're like tentative, and it's a place that it doesn't matter if you're tentative. You're not even near the ground. Right there is where you're bad.
Okay. I noticed a lot of people.
What it does, it makes the
bottom one
really difficult.
You gotta go more.
If you overturn, nothing bad happens. But if you underturn, the last turn at the ground gets to be like 110 degrees. That was a way too much of a turn. The third corner. You saw what he did, Dave? Way too much.
Way over this way.
Well, he came up straight and then went way over here.
And then in order to get there, you have to drive way across. Yep.
Okay. You're not doing that. You're just making the top.
Mine's the opposite.
Yeah, you're just making the top too small. Let it fly a little bit more. Lay it over on its back more and then let it fly more at the top. What are we going to do, 6 of these or what? What was that all about? All right, Tyson, baby. Breezy. All right, Kent Tyser. You need a set of lines? Call Kent Tyser. He makes the best lines around. The only lines I use. 65. That'll be fine, but if it gets real hot and humid, it won't be.
See the improvement over last year?
Absolutely.
You hear what he said? If you took my mistakes and combined them with your mistakes, you'd have an awesome flight.
If I could get his plane. This is Roy Trantham. Now that's the best takeoff we've had so far. Roy has asked me to critique the flight for him, so I will take a look at it. Roy got to fly Miss Ashley last year, so he has a frame of reference of how I trim my planes. Roy Trantham. We spent quite a bit of phone time last year talking about trimming planes and related issues, so I think he trusts my opinion a little bit, but I'm going to give it to him anyway. He said, look at the flight, give me some critique. There's a hitch and a wing over. If you look right there, it's going to hitch back. That's what I do all the time too, by the way. That's usually something you can correct if you work on it, though. You get up there and rather than going straight over. Let's get a look at the loops. They're walking to the left slightly. Not horribly, but slightly. And sometimes that's just that you've misplaced the wind at your back. Not always, but sometimes. What I do when I get to the nose, I want to kind of freeze the camera like it was on a tripod. Walking very slightly to the left, not much though. Not enough to make that an issue. That could be the wind. And what we look for in the squares is are they overturn or underturn mistakes. That's an overturn. When the plane overturns constantly, usually you can make the handle shorter. that's an what I'll call an overturn. I don't know if Roy has the hinge lines taped, but taping the hinge lines will make that a lot less likely to happen. It's a wing stall. You might already have them taped and you don't know how heavy the plane is. We did spend quite a bit of time talking about plane trim on the phone. So, you know, a lot of this stuff, especially the outsides, really locks in nice. A little short on top, a little short on the bottom. Could have been a little longer and a little longer. And actually that makes it a little easier to do the maneuver. So a lot of times when you have an error, the error is compounded by when you do that error, it makes it harder to do the maneuver, to do the error, than if you just did it the traditional way. Slightly big, slightly, if you look this way, we went slightly behind his head, but usually judges don't hammer you on that much. You'll see on the hourglass how far back it goes. Better than the vertical for sure. Okay, now see these inside turns they're in over control and then you stall a wing. So we're going to see if he doesn't have the hinge lines taped, that's one of the things that'll make that better. Making the flaps bigger will help that. There's always little things. They won't make it totally go away, but you can just make it better. And that's our goal with everybody, is to just try to help them improve some amount, even a small amount. It's always better to be improving than to be stagnating. At least that's the way I feel. Now it looks to me like the round maneuvers, and basically almost all of the outsides are automatics with this, the way this plane is trimmed. But all of the errors that seem to occur on inside turns and occur from over-controlling and stalling the wing. And a lot of times that can be an inherent part of the design of the plane, because of the height of the tail or the ratios of the controls. In other words, one of the things you can do on a design like this is just set the controls so you're moving the flaps more than the elevators, which by the way is all my planes, the flaps move a lot more than the elevators. Some move 3 to 2 in fact. But because you want to generate lift so that you're not stalling the wing in that last corner. Anyway, we'll talk to Roy after this flight. Look, this, let's do it again. The Silver Lancer is, it was on the cover of a comic book.
It was in,
He knows how humble he is. He thinks, oh boy, they're worshiping me now. I got him right where I want him.
Bill Barnes' Air Adventure. It was from, you know, these old magazines back in the 30s, and it was from about a 1935 or 36 magazine, and it was an illustration. Okay.
And it was on the cover of a magazine.
I don't know if it was on the cover. It was.
You showed me the picture. What is?
But it was
How can you not know?
It was just illustrated. I mean, it was just an illustration.
It was always illustrated.
And I thought,
well, what did you say? With no computers.
I thought it was pretty cool looking, so I decided.
It is cool looking.
Build it into an airplane.
Well, I just remember the first time I met you, I think was 1988.
Yeah.
In Virginia.
Well, it was actually at the Flushing contest in '88, and you had a Silver Lancer.
Dave, let's go look at the Silver Lancer.
Are they doing it?
Scott won't do show and tell. We'll go get it for him.
Oh, crap.
Get the Silver Lancer.
I got the lights out. You're gonna walk over
here. I'll go over with you. Tell me the history. Don't lie to me with all that stuff like, oh, they're worshiping me now. They think I'm a cool guy. You are a cool guy. Don't worry about it.
It started out.
The Silver Lancer is a putt. And we want to know how Jimmy Casale put his nose through the tail. That bozo.
Now,
Tell me this isn't a beautiful plane.
This is a rebuild. The original paint we had on was the silver with that flip.
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
And I'd written something back here and Casals leaned over, he had his sunglasses in his pocket, and they flipped out and went, right through there. And so he comes over to me, I didn't see this, he comes over to me and he says, I just put a hole in your tail of your plane. And I started laughing. Oh, you know,
Took out a knife and castrated him.
and he was really, he was really embarrassed that he did.
You should have cold cocked
And
him.
I kept laughing. No, I thought he was joking, you know.
Give him one of those Bruce Lee things. Sayonara.
You come over and look at it, you know, and he's just absolutely humiliated that he did something like that. And so we just
Should have made him give you the Walker Cup. He won that year.
You know what he did though?
That's a beautiful plane.
He felt so bad about it. He bought me a foam wing, and so the number 2, the second one I built, this has the wing that Casal bought for me.
All right.
Because he felt so bad about it.
Send him on a guilt trip. He needs a little traveling expense.
Yeah.
That looks great. You gonna fly it next, or you gonna talk, or what?
We're gonna fly it.
Okay.
But I think I'm after 6 or something. In the meantime,
That's the story, the true story of the Silver Lancer. Scott Richland's Silver Lancer.
except that we're gonna rebuild, so.
We're at appearance judging. Obviously, there's quite a crowd.
Out there, boy.
Try to get our planes in.
So we put all the protects in there, and then burning it, putting the knob
Did not set up. Yeah, that's Looks like a flower.
Anybody want to see a demonstration of bug technology? Paint it. If you hate bugs, don't paint anything yellow. They love yellow, boy.
Even burn that pen and still getting the bugs out of it. Even the light color. They love yellow.
They love yellow, boy.
That's nice. We need to take a picture of that. That's fine.
But then I got some of those little custom built stickers like our wire plate I put with on the original.
Sure. Right over the cockpit. Pilot can't see where he's going. This flew good, Don.
Thanks.
Excellent. Nice article in the magazine, by the way. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You building another Tomcat? Build one for next year. Small one? Same one as that. Jet. Yeah. The Jet. That one's like 8 years old now. Tomcat Stunt. Okay, Lampion, don't step over. Don't move. Bobby. Right. Right behind you. Yeah, like you guys are trying to, I didn't sabotage me. The appearance judges are John Simpson and Les Dennett, my constant shop partner. Chicky's favorite boy. Here's kind of an overview of what this looks like, and it's on a beautiful panoramic view of John's home, John and Buzz Brodak's home, with all the models sitting right out in front. We had a nice little coaching session. I think everybody enjoys that. Hope the suggestions we've made are going to help Roy, Kent, Rick Shacklebone, and, of course, Dave Madrid. Road jets in that 25? Bar stocks, yeah. How about the mine? That was finally about 35, yeah. And I have pictures of them in my mind. Hard to believe 25 years went down the drain so fast, huh?
You making a comment, you made a qualification right in the deep leverage or something. Yeah, you made a comment, I don't know if you remember, he's going to die when he finds out.
Well, I don't know about beating Woolridge.
Well, I mean, unless it was on a qualification.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's the carburetor in
okay, yeah.
to the air intake on the side.
Boy, that's a small carburetor, isn't it?
Well, it's for a 40. But think about it.
Oh, every cylinder's a 40.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're really only firing one at a time.
Yeah.
And I made
That shows you what I know.
No, you nailed it. So you obviously do know. But what happened, I had to have a tube to connect.
Right, and you need a spring so it doesn't collapse under suction.
Exactly. So
Right.
I just
Great, yeah, you need like a slinky in there or something.
Yeah, that's just what I did. I wound a little slinky out of copper wire.
Right.
Inserted it in. And now what I got to do is figure out.
That header looks mean.
Doesn't it, though?
That'll keep the oil. Otherwise, you're gonna have a 2-hour job cleaning that cat.
It's going to be dripping and stuff.
Yeah.
See, I was also concerned about the heat building up in that truck.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
You're getting the heat out of there too at the same time.
I guess I need technical guidance. Look at the needle valve in there. How can we get an extension onto that needle valve without coming out the side? You think there's a such thing as a flex extension that would? You see
Oh, there definitely is a flex extension. I mean, they make those things with a spring that you could...
maybe clip on or something, because that's the biggest problem I have right now. I wanted to turn the carburetor 90 degrees and have it at the bottom, but then I can't hook on the throttle like that.
Yeah.
So, damned if you do, damned if... Because we were...
It's a lot of things have to be figured out to do that.
Exactly. And when you solve one problem, you create another one. So I'm kind of volunteer as to exactly what to do.
Well, maybe one of the things you could consider is a remote needle. You're not looking for a 2-4 brake or anything.
Yeah.
Put a remote needle somewhere coming out the bottom.
And just leave this needle wide open.
Leave that wide open.
Well, I wonder if...
That's why they pay me the big money, Bob. Because none of my stuff works too. Sounds good on pencil and paper, but when you try to make it work.
I never used a remote. Like they have them
Everybody's got. They come with engines. I probably got a dozen in the toolbox at home.
at home.
But John has any modern Max LA motor has a remote needle.
Absolutely.
So Pete has them on his plane. I mean, as long as you're not concerned with the 2-4 brake, they're fine.
No, I'm concerned with this thing staying in the air.
Yeah.
Right. 10, 11 laps, maybe the worst you're going to get into is a wing over, because that never flew upside down or anything.
Right.
So,
In the sun, I want to see what the paint looks like in the sun. Let's have our own little appearance judging. There you go. Now you're cooking with gas. There you go. Get the B25 out too.
I'll show you.
Could this be the sweet one?
What it says on the wing. The guy who built this must have been a real ass. Oh, Wendy! Been watching too many Bobby Hunt videos, huh?
I know.
You know, huh?
It's a little more than 650 squares.
You know what they say about the size of a guy's plane.
That's right. Yeah. Penis envy here. Video camera and still camera.
What they say about the size of a guy's plane.
I guess I better go a real big than you are. That's small. Fine job.
I have another 49.
Vader you got over there? Oh, you know. 25-year-old finish.
Bobby, Dave Reckon was already when you built this plane,
Hey, Ruben, how bad is this for a plane that hasn't been waxed in 25 years?
excellent. Excellent. That's how mine is. I thought that was a new Brodak car.
Those?
Let's see.
Same as you used to produce, yeah?
That doesn't feel bad. Yeah. It doesn't feel bad.
That's $20.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
Why don't you see Rich Jacobone? He's looking to buy a handle. I don't use them with a bar.
No, but I'm just showing you, that's
Yeah.
$40, if anyone's interested.
No, but I like, for me, this is what I like. See Rich Jacobone, he's in need of a handle.
Are you flying that badly?
No, he's always wanting to buy handles. The handles are
Something like this. 40?
Yeah.
See, for an average, my hand hits the bar. When the bar is where I want it to be, if I didn't have a hand, it would be fine. But some people don't feel it. They like the overhang. Like a smaller plane, overhang is good. I obviously take a look in the driveway. I don't build any small. I want power. I have nuclear power steering on everything.
The same that I find bar handles better for me now.
Oh yeah,
Well, I used to fly on an open handle.
I've always used a bar.
Everybody's got a certain thing.
I'll give you a bag. Do you want a strap?
Yeah, these are good.
You gonna throw it in?
He's gonna throw it in. Absolutely gonna throw it in. Hey, you buy me a beer later. we got Winter good on that one.
I've been listening to
That made me happier than getting free beer.
I learned.
Winter, you're not much of a businessman.
Don't buy buddies.
I'll say we got stick.
Oh man, yeah.
You wait till you get to the world champs.
He says he has these things he brings them over from England, these straps, the ones that's right. He brings over a box of 50, charges me for them, I pay him for I get home, there's 32 in the box. Look, he can't even talk, he's lying.
I mean, you must get a free one then.
Somebody got 18 free ones. Wow, look, he's laughing, look, he gets rich on my money. Alex, go kick him in the shins.
Which
Feel free to kick him.
B-25? Is that,
All the way, no, out in the front.
I made a tiny little plane.
All right. You gonna fly it?
It's fully flight. I don't know how to make a bell crank.
Oh, okay. I know a guy knows how to make. I know the biggest bell crank maker in the world, except for your father,
I'm just gonna put
your grandfather.
I'm just gonna put a little motor on it.
All right. Hey, we got a scale. Oh man, somebody weigh the sweeper. Where's Barry?
No, you need to like. I think we'll sell any one of these.
What is that way? Just get the scale out. Let's see.
Truck scales are down the road.
Pete, put the sweeper on the scale.
Sweeper on the scale.
We got a scale. Right there. Put on a scale.
Do you know what it weighs, man?
No, it was 132.
It was.
25 years ago, I probably picked up a lot of
You
dirt.
pick up weight with age.
Yeah, let's see what it really weighs. Come on, the scale never lies. Ask my dietitian. It's bottoming out the scale. Look at this. How much?
Now you got to. It's bottoming out on this wingtip.
Yeah.
On a wheel?
Yeah, you gotta move it to you, Pete.
You got too much to
A smudule.
You're gonna need the bathroom scale.
So there goes my finish. Look at this. Have some respect, Pete. 8 is how much?
128. 8 times 128. 8 times, it's 80. Trust me, 128. 132.
This is your airplane.
Didn't I tell you it was 132? Do I lie? See, not like some people in this event, you ask them what that plane is, always 42 ounces, right?
Guess what that weighs?
8 pounds. All right.
The engines there, mufflers and...
Get that off the scale before you break the scale.
What did you use in those days? Aerogol or Sig, or do you remember?
To be honest, I don't even have car paint.
Do you remember?
I don't know.
But you didn't ship that dope all over the country.
No.
You use it.
That was in the days before we had Arabs and stuff.
All right, listen, when you get through here, we're going to go over here. You're going to take my picture with that 826.
Absolutely. Click it with this. Stand there and pick it up. Be a man.
I don't know if I can pick that up.
Good, pick it up. I got the camera running. Camera never lies.
You used to run it back in the...
Yes.
Do you have a...
Think of that, 20 years before they were tuned pipes. Look at this. Yeah, you look good holding that. See if Will Hubin's around. Get a picture. Where's Will Hubin when you need him? Look at this. Now, is that come on, that's 25 years of stunt history and dust in your hands. Dan Jock whacks that tomorrow. I'm going to take his car and run it off a cliff. Fantastic.
What an airplane.
You need to refasten this here?
Nah, we're not doing any work on that. Put tape on it.
No.
That makes it in a fake then. You restore a 32 Ford, it's got to have dust and rust and cow manure on the tires and stuff. Now he can't put it down. Look, he can't let go of it. And you want to hold the B25?
I can handle it.
You just
I
went
can
to
handle it.
JT and you failed.
T3, I can handle it. I like your plane. You know that line where he takes the girl's car? I like your car. I like your gun.
Outside tire needs a little air in it.
They all need air in it. We don't care. We're flying on the original 25-year-old air in the tires.
That's for an easy one. I'll supply the lines. I have a set of lines all made.
Actually, because I'm not very engineering that stuff,
Just flies. The thing is so user-friendly.
flies awesome.
The Cardinal, talking about the profile Cardinal.
Oh, you haven't flown a profile, one of yours yet?
No.
Oh my. Fly by wire.
User-friendly. As a matter of fact, I gave it to two guys, experts, who had never even flown it before. They got first and second.
Yeah, that's a rough choice.
Yeah, it's... And,
Should have included me, and I need another trophy in my life.
Oh, yeah.
My wife needs something to put in that garbage can.
As soon as your trophy shelf is full, then you start having fun.
That's right. My shelf's full and disposed
A
of.
long time ago, yeah. We should play the sweeper, you know?
We could do right now.
Yeah, I'll go.
You got the lines?
Yeah, got it.
Let's go out right now.
Play the sweeper.
All right, let's fly the sweeper. Let's go fly it. You know who's dying to fly it? Dale Berry's kid.
Yeah, he likes it.
Derek is wetting his jaw to fly. Come on. You got some 15% nitro?
Yeah, I gotta find some 15% nitro. I got a rare set of lines and a handle for it.
Beautiful. Let's go. Just give it a good pull test. You pull tested it already. It ain't gonna break.
I pulled tested to like 70 pounds.
Let's fly the sweeper. Come on, baby.
Hey, Barry.
Barry, find Barry.
Some 15% fuel, though. Lots of it.
Barry, we need a gallon of 15% fuel. Come on. Hey, Barry, it's showtime.
Better make it 20.
Barry, it's showtime. As they go to fly the sweeper. God, it's like we're in a time warp. It's like the last 25 years of my life never happened, and we're back in 1979 with the sweeper.
Don't forget to save all the pieces.
Oh yeah, there goes the nose way. He's taking it to the tie wrap off. You ain't gonna get a bigger crowd, I'll tell you that.
I know I want to fly something. Well, I'm building one, so I want to.
He's looking for fuel. That's just what too. It's like who to push down? You better find out. Go move those chairs. Not sure that. Do me a favor. You got time. I knew it might heat. Hey, the tubes are leaking. They're leaking. Derek, every man has 15 minutes of glory in his life. This is yours, starting right now. In 15 minutes, everybody in the world's going to know who you are. Exactly. One way or the other. You got to start it without a glove, too. He didn't tell you that. What's the scoop on the inboard side? That's where the exhaust used to go into the body and come out the tail. Oh, okay. There's a tube. There's an aluminum tube goes the whole length of the body. Okay. But it's plugged. I don't remember it. Oh, I plugged it up, yeah. If you pull that sandpaper off, you can look in there and come right out the front. Wendy? They don't know where to fuel it at. Let Zambelli fuel it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, where you put it in? Just put it all over the top? Okay, Wendy. Figure out how to get that out of there and this one in.
I don't know. I got busy. You want to get a moment in history. It's like Evel Knievel gonna jump over a manhole cover or something here.
Don't push it down.
A moment in history.
If you push it, you play the drive on the inside.
Kent, pick that up and move it out. He's not in the middle of it. Move out a little bit.
Hey, you want funny for your back?
Did you ever compete with that thing? I got 17th at the 80 Nats with it.
Any local contest?
I won every local contest I entered, but I only got 17th at the Nats.
Mr. 17th.
Mr. 17th. Believe me, I was happy. I was happier than you can imagine just getting it in the air. Hey, Dale, make sure he stays in the middle of the circle.
Hold on to his belt.
They got to set the fuel injection up. You can tell there's not much of a crowd here wants to see this. Look at this. I haven't seen this many people at the latest strip show. Holy mackerel. Look at this. Paul Winter's doing an underwear demo. What's the matter?
Have you ever seen a full-size airplane before?
Make sure there's fuel in it, Bob. Now. Gotta go a little faster. You see anybody watching the other circles, Bob? And it's John's property. You figure it out. Actually, you got a pretty good run. If you could get it going a little faster, it'd be great.
Yeah, that's only a...
That was the engine I found in my junk box. You can't say it doesn't have a corner. Come on.
No, remember, we didn't get a chance to take the hinges either.
Oh, you didn't tape the hinges. Oh, my God.
It's only got an 8-ounce fuel tank, so you want to try the fuel tank?
That's up to Wendy. I'll fly the fuel well. Look at him smiling. Look at him smiling.
Look at him leaning. Probably. This thing really does have a corner.
Wait, fly's great. If you put a Sato 91 in there, we can win the Nats. See, it's got to go that fast. That's the speed it's got to go to fly well.
That's a 15-6 prop. I think that engine, or is it a 12?
Right there, that's fine.
I didn't touch one thing on the trim. Just bolted on the engine, that was it.
You could get rid of that muffler and put a tongue muffler. If you were going to play with this, you could put a tongue muffler.
I open that muffler way up there.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's a dollar. I want to say at the end of a flight, he puts two hands on a handle. Get rid of some tension. Alright, Dick! Woo! The sweeper flies again.
Wendy, I bet you didn't think you'd see her fly for a while.
Look at his face! Hey! Well, what'd you say? That was great! What are you talking about? We forgot to tape the hinge lines. It's a little mushy. But it still has a corner. Like it or not. I think you're going to need the wide tape. Anybody have 1-inch hinge line tape or packaging tape?
That's 1 inch there.
Yeah, that's 1 inch? You're just going to make it. Oh, well, it's better than nothing.
John probably got something to shot them.
Can you see, Larry? Just look around.
Okay.
Or packaging tape is good. No problem. We're going to tape the hinge lines. And boy, he had the show on its feet. Yeah, that was the show of shows, baby.
27 degrees I didn't want to hold it with his hands. That square is big. That was.
You still think it won't go vertical, Tom?
It goes into a stall and the tail slides right up to where it's the nose.
Okay, I need to get all my junkyard junkies to the front circle. Anyone who would like to spectate or participate, please come to the front circle now.
There's one sitting on my tailgate, but I don't know if it's that one.
No, it was here when...
what do you need, Bob, an Allen wrench?
No, it's my own. I gave it to adjust the lines.
We got it.
On the subway or another.
Okay, so putting the flaps all the way down.
Alrighty, good. Thank you.
Usually they have it.
We need white. Is that okay, Wendy?
3/4 Wi-Fi now.
Let's see if this works.
Okay.
This will also protect if a hinge gets loose. We got 25-year-old glue in the hinges. Did you see that, Chip? That cool or what?
Bob's ambulance is just a smaller one.
Yeah, that's what. Just bigger, period. Yeah.
You want a check card to run down the hinge line?
And Big Jim, I think, still has parts of the white one.
Okay.
Yeah, Kent's the master at putting these hinge line tape things in. He's good.
What's the square inch difference between this one and the one?
Basically the same.
I thought it was something like 900 or 1100.
The 900 was the white one. That was a little bit smaller. That was Big Jim's design.
And what I'm doing is how many?
12. 1200. Don't forget, this motor has about twice the power of a Tiger 60. I flew with a Tiger 60. Oh, that'd be fine. Yeah, if you put a PA in here with a pipe or something, it'd be fine. It's a 25-year-old Tiger pattern, OS pattern motor.
Anybody else got any 15%?
Well, wait a minute, on the loudspeaker. The combat guys all have 15%.
I got 10, that's all I've got. I got 20.
They're getting ready for Junkyard Dog here. Junkyard Wars.
Showed up with a little bit of 15, a little bit of 20.
Thing thing that's good is if it cut out inverted, just landed, well, you wouldn't hurt it. you would not hurt it, believe me. You'd be hurting the yard more than the, this will make a big difference. Taping that up will be major. That's pretty amazing. Push to the back circle because they're doing junkyard wars up in the front where Derek flew.
Your fuel?
My fuel, just get to the power max. You couldn't get any 15% from one of combat? I've got 20. Oh, just put YS fuel in it. Shelly, get the gallon of YS fuel. Gallon of YS. Moscow, you got any high nitro fuel? 10%. No, okay, we got, use the YS fuel. Yeah. Plenty of pictures of this. Once the competition's over, the fun begins. We got junkyard wars, we got auto gyros, sweepers, keepers and creepers, China jets, whatever else is going on here. Men who want to be women, women who want to be men. That fly's very cool. Kent's going to be the next guy to fly the sweeper. Getting ready, just the handle. 25 years in the making for this moment. And once this goes into the Brodak Museum or the hobby shop, you won't be able to see this again. It'll just be a memory.
Are you switching to solid wire?
Yeah, you need a little more line tension.
We never hooked our lines up back to me.
Well, I wish Dave was here to see this. I wish Dave was here. Oh, he'll like it.
Now I know what happened to all your dope extensions.
Yeah. No, you gotta fuel it. Or show them how to fuel. Bobby, we got YS 20% fuel.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You have the syringe and everything?
Well, they got everything. The hinge line, Bobby, the hinge line's are taped and you got 20%. What do you think, Kel? Are you impressed?
I'm impressed. I am impressed.
I did everything I do to impress you and you still don't love me. What's going on here?
Hey, everybody loves me.
I'm still your evil stepchild. Is Dawn getting good pictures?
I hope so.
Does anybody have a fuel filter? I need a fuel filter and more fuel. I need a filter because I have to.
Poor Joe is going to wind up with a hernia, and you'll be laughing.
I'm not laughing.
Anybody got a fuel filter? I'm getting Bob.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Can I put it down until it rides?
Can I put it back? Oh, man!
It might slip out of my hands and break my foot.
It's not going to hurt the airplane.
4 inches in that, Wendy.
1290.
12?
That's not the 1290 one.
Remember the starter now?
Yeah, that's it, right there. The other one's only 1200, the one your father's building.
Oh, yeah?
That's the wimpy one.
The wimpy one. I thought we were building the big one. Don't tell Mr. Shaw that, man, because he wanted the biggest one ever. I thought I was building the biggest one.
It will be when you add foam wings.
Mine's classic legal, though.
Flaps?
Yeah, foam with 16 sheeting.
The only thing I need, and somebody with a glow driver? I just
Who's got a fuel filter? Okay, he's getting one.
fuel
You got
filter's
it.
coming? Fantastic.
Well, what'd be good if we had was one of those Rojet filters, or one of those Rojet syringes. I didn't think about it.
What's it, hold a quart or something?
Yeah, they inseminate cows with it.
I don't know why I want to use it then. Unless they're all new. Okay, let's follow up and have some fun.
Dave's coming out for moral support.
Kent, if you have to run back, don't run this way. You're tight on this side. Run toward the trees. It's showtime.
handles and social time with dinner who is conveniently friendly and blunt.
Yeah, just richen it up a little bit. I think the first time the fuel just drooled out of it, it was, you gotta hold the tail down. What happened? Fly high! Tail's coming off. Just fly high! "25-year-old glue joints are breaking one by one. They would just put it away."
All right, what's happening?
25-year-old glue it away, and it's not a problem.
No, it's not glue. I think it's the tail. It's just soft.
The tail's loose. What a pilot! What a pilot! Hey! Let's go see if it's broken. Bring that in the pits, Derek. Let's see if it's broken. 25-year-old epoxy. The next event, while now that the sweeper event is over, hope you'll enjoy that.
Who would like to talk and announce the teams?
This is Junkyard Wars, where people have a set amount of time. You can use any tools you want. To give you an orange crate, and you have to build a plane. First one done wins. And fly it. Has to fly 10 laps.
I'm going to explain
So you can see this. Quite a diversity of technology going on here. Judges Paul Winter, sitting in the sun, sunning himself like a lizard. Who else is judging here? Mary's recruited
Okay,
some
I'd like to
people.
introduce our teams and make sure they're here. First, semi will be in 15 minutes. In the garage. Okay, first team. The flight was delayed. We'll just put those to the back. We'll put them again. The Circle Trashers. Let's give it up for the Circle Trashers.
Hey! Also repair on this while they're having Junkyard Wars. Obviously we can't be in both places at once.
That's okay.
But we're going to try to see what loosened up on the control system for
It was hitting, I'm like, oh, it was locking. It's it.
we missed this one at appearance judging because we were out flying the sweeper, of course. You want to tell everybody who you are?
I'm John Jordan from Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio, okay.
President of the Dayton Buzzing Buzzards.
Okay, and take a close look at this now. There's a lot of absolute gorgeous features in this. First off, the finish is world class. Look at the inking work. Look at the insignias in the front. The double pilots, double instruments. And where do you see the landing gear? He's got shock-mounted spring landing gear. Show him those landing gear. And the turbine exhaust. Oh, you should get the turbine exhaust coming out scale.
I thought about that.
Look at these landing gear. Al Rabe inspired. Look at that. Oh man, that is great. Double star 60. Rear exhaust. Beautiful ink work. Beautiful plane. Now you copied this from obviously from a photo or
So I got some previews off the internet.
Okay.
It is an actual real airplane.
Right.
And I took the previews and put them on a clear acetate, shined them up on the wall, got the sizes and everything that I wanted, and put it in proportion with modern day stunt airplanes.
Yeah, obviously you make a stunt ship out of it.
And
you're not going to build it with a scale wing.
Use some, you use a lot of other people's stuff when you build these things. It's not all our designs.
No, that's for sure.
It was done years ago.
That's for sure.
You use a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
And you have lucky boxes on the controls or two horns?
Yeah, I got a lucky box.
Lucky boxes, okay.
It's cut straight across. And then the lucky boxes go in there, but I actually filled them full of epoxy. And I put a whole bunch of like Vaseline on the horns.
Oh, and just let it...
I kept moving them as it was...
Oh, okay. What a great idea.
Own path in there.
Yeah.
A molded lucky box.
Molded lucky box.
Solid.
Wow, what a great idea. I wish I would have thought of that when we did the bombers.
That was total experiment on my part.
Wow, that's fabulous.
I was afraid it was going to lock up on me as it glue dried, so I had to really keep on it.
That's definitely a great idea, see? Oh, I love this plane. Man, this is nice. My congratulations. This is a beauty. I'm sorry I didn't see this before.
I plan on making this in another size also. This is pretty big, and I'd like to scale it down to 46 size. Or
how many square inches is this?
About 730.
And how much does it weigh?
70.
80.
I don't think it
Liar.
weighs 8.
We have a scale over there.
Well, put it on.
Mine weighed 8 1/4 pounds when they put it on a scale.
I'd be curious to know how much it weighs, because I know.
Sometimes you don't want to know. It's like, do I have hemorrhoids or not? Nah.
It's beefy, I know it is beefy.
Yeah. It's better to not tell people and be a liar, yeah.
Well,
that's beautiful.
That's why I say 70. I don't know.
No. First number is a 7 or an 8, but I'm not sure which.
Yeah.
That's really cool. What a cool plane.
But this is a copy of the Brazilian air show team, the paint scheme on it.
And the pilots, they're great.
And the dash is right out of the real airplane, the EMB-312 Tucano. Now they have a Super Tucano out with a heads-up display in it and all of the finer, newer day stuff.
There's a military trainer in the real world?
Yes. It's a transitional plane from your regular prop-driven planes to your jet airplanes in between there.
Right.
And they use these to patrol the borders and liquid drugs and that kind of stuff.
Wow, cool. You got the little vents up in the canopy there. Look at the vents up in the cockpit area. Those are beauty. Isn't that unique? Spring-mounted gear. Check the gear out.
Telescope. Okay, yeah.
Like Al Raby kind of gear.
I was just going to say, I remember...
That is nice. Very cool. Very original.
That is
very original.
That's the kind of stuff.
That's one of the things I wanted was to be different.
I love being different.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know what? If you're not leading the pack, the view never changes.
And I like scale airplanes.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
Tell me about it.
I get tired of the old run-of-the-mill regular airplanes, even though they're great. I just always liked that scale bit.
That is really nice.
Is this the new JPETs?
It was in a JPETs competition, but the Air Force didn't pick it up.
This is the one okay.
We were busy fixing the sweeper. We had to fix what happened. A horn had loosened up in the wood edges. It's all repaired and ready to fly again. We missed Summer Junkyard Wars, which is one of my favorite things. Jim Sumner's flying the triplane in the background. And I'm sure we have 2 more days of this coming up. It just never ends at Brodak. There's things after things within things. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing for me to see the sweeper fly after 25 years and actually see other people enjoying flying it, creating those memories that kept me in modeling for my whole life, 51 years of doing this. And I truly, truly hope that everybody that's ever seen one of my videos, as crude and unedited as they may be, I hope you really feel the spirit and the joy of modeling. And you can feel it and see it, because it's a real thing, and once you feel it, you'll never forget it. So I missed this. I was fixing the sweeper. How did this turn out?
It's a mini sweeper.
The mini sweeper?
Yes.
Oh, man. There's one from last year. My wife decorated that one. High beam. Orange beam design. Let's see what Banjock's got cooking, Dave.
Wendy, man, we got the pro stunt.
This is it.
Lead-outs.
Adjust-o-matic lead-outs. Oh, slow up. I'm amazed.
Flow-through rudders and twin rudders for your twin rudder.
Twin rudder, yes, for your B-25 fanatics. And diesel power.
I don't know what it is.
We almost entered the sweeper and junk. It's all fixed and ready to go, Danny. I couldn't deprive you of the thrill of flying.
It looks like it's working, man. I was doing much better when I flew it. The engine, I mean, was on.
Oh, yeah. Well, they got Aceto fuel in there. 20% nitro. We get some 30, yeah, that'll really make it home. Go by those carrier guys and steal some fuel. Or this guy, he's got bomber fuel or something going on. Okay, 30% nitro?
No, I use 10%.
Ah, I had a B17 with 10%.
I got 35, but I got enough to feed the little on 10. That's about it. It ain't gonna fill a sweeper. But it's 4 engines. Is that 40%?
No, I don't know. Oh, somebody stepped on one of the planes. Will Huben backed up and stepped on a plane. Bobby, it's ready to go, baby. And tomorrow night, you and Danny get some flights.
Yeah, we'll have some fun with it.
Hey, it's good, Paul.
Well, we see how it goes.
Yes. Yes. All comes apart.
You want to move back just a bit.
Strega. Paul put a new gas tank in as far as I know and did some other little minor work on it. Hopefully has the cowling bolts in correctly so we don't lose the fuel tank again. Looks like it's running pretty well now. And boy, as the sun sets, we are just having the end of a perfect day. The grill has been burning meat all day. Thank you, John and Buzz, for putting in that grill. Fabulous. It made staying at the field all day a reality. We've been at the field 14 hours already. And I think in time to come, more and more people are going to grill out on that grill. That's going to be a major, major thing. Tomorrow is the skill classes, expert, advanced. We're going to be at the pilot meeting early. We have to get up early tomorrow. No more sleeping late. What the hell was that? What was that all about? Glenn, I brought you back here.